my name is Carrie and I'm over 18 years old.
Hi, I'm Andrew. I'm over 18 years old.
Hi, my name is Maria and I'm 20 years old. Imagine one night you rent an Airbnb. It's rainy, it's dark, and you're in a very dangerous area. Once you show up to your Airbnb, you knock on the door and check the lockbox. There's no key and no answer to the door. Finally, after knocking a few times, somebody finally answers. That night, you decide that you two will be staying together because you have nowhere else to go. The movie I chose was The Barbarian. I just recently watched it in theaters, so I'm gonna try not to spoil it in case anybody else wants to watch it. This movie starts with a woman named Tess who's going out of town for a job interview. Once she arrives, like I said, at her Airbnb, there's somebody also staying there. His name is Keith, who was there for a work meeting. Tess and Keith hit it off, so Keith decides to let Tess stay the night. Next morning, Tess wakes up, she goes to her job interview, but Keith, when she gets back, is not there. She starts wandering through the house and goes down to the basement, and when she gets down to the basement, she finds a secret door. In this secret door, there is a hallway with multiple doors. The first door she looked into, there was a camera, a bed, and a bucket with blood in the room. She freaks out, runs upstairs, and waits for Keith to get home. Once Keith arrives, she tells him that they need to call the police because there's something very wrong with the house. Keith brushes it off, goes downstairs to investigate, and Tess waits upstairs. He's taking a while, so she goes back downstairs to check in on him, and he ends up getting murdered. Like I said, I do not want to spoil the movie, so I will not go into further detail. 3 good things about this movie. The first part was that it was very suspenseful. I did not expect things to play out the way that it did. It definitely kept you on the edge of your seat, and it's not just another predictable horror movie like all the other ones where you can just predict what's going to happen next. Another thing I also really liked was that there was a comedic relief to the movie. The movie, like I said, was very suspenseful, but they did add some comedy bits in there just to keep you a little bit more relaxed. And I also really liked the actors in the movie. Keith is actually the clown from the movie It. So he did a really good job in the scenes that he was alive. Some things I did not like about the movie was very gory. Like I said, there was some comedic relief to help alleviate that, but it was very heavy, and I'm not very big on gory movies. So it's not for those who are weak of the stomach. I also didn't like how jumpy the movie was. It was all over the place. It jumped from present, future, past, over and over. There was not a very steady storyline. It kind of just jumped all over the place, and you had to put the pieces together. And lastly, because of how jumpy it was, I wasn't able to understand the storyline very well. I never really understood why the Airbnb got double booked the way that it did. In conclusion, I definitely do recommend this movie to watch with friends, not with family. I would give this movie about a 7 out of 10, and if you're in the mood to get scared, definitely give this movie a try. Thank you.